What is the walk, and what exactly is it, and when is it? And we'll start with all that.
Okay. Well, we are having our annual walk. The walk is going to be on September 9th at 9:30, and we're going to start at Avita in Bucyrus in their parking lot. And so we're going to gather at 8:30, so registration 8:30 to 9:30. And we're going to walk to raise awareness about suicide prevention and raise money to help stay in Crawford County for our community. We're going to walk instead of to City Hall, which we've done the last few years. We're going to try something new. We're going to walk to Shines Art Park. And we're going to have a few things down there for people to do at the end and have some vendors and some people to talk about if anybody needs support, just to have those resources available for them. So if anyone is wanting to walk, you can walk individually or as a group. We are going to be having the flyers out in the community very soon, so we'd encourage anyone to do so.
When can you start getting signed up for this?
Well, actually, this year you can register online
Okay.
too, because a lot of people like to do online registration. So this is the first year,
Okay.
But we still accept cash and checks. If you write a check, please make it out to Marion Crawford Prevention Programs, because they're our group's fiscal agent. If you make it out to the health department or Adam Board, we'll have to send it back and then redo. Or you can just do online, and there's an online link that's clickable on the flyer.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty easy then.
It is easy. We're trying to make it easy as possible. And we also have on the back of the flyer, if you're a business, if you would like to be listed on the back of our T-shirt,
Okay.
$50 or above, you can be listed on the T-shirt.
Wow, very good. Is there a deadline to get signed up to be on the T-shirt?
The deadline is August. Where do we see it? 25th, because
Okay.
we have to have time to get the shirts printed and get them counted and all that. So from now till the 25th of August.
What's the cost to register for the walk?
It is $25.
Okay, okay. And that's for the walk and the shirt, right?
Correct. Now,
Okay.
if you don't want the shirt, it's $15, and you can just walk in last minute, and we will accept you to walk for the $15. You don't have to register kids; they can
Okay.
just walk with the adults, and we would never turn anyone away either. Although it is a fundraiser, we're trying to raise funds for Crawford County. But if someone cannot pay and they want to walk, please come.
Okay.
We want to have the support and have the group.
Don't let the money stop you, right?
Correct.
Correct.
We're not
correct.
going to turn anyone away. All are welcome.
And suicide is something that I think affects every family. I don't think there's a family around that has not been affected some way, somehow with suicide. Right? And it just seems to be these days, I think it's worse than ever, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, and that's why I'm fortunate that Adam H. Board paid for my training. I am trained in QPR, Question, Persuade, Referral, and that's a suicide prevention training. I've literally been fortunate so far in Crawford County to train at least over 200 people
Wow.
in suicide prevention. So that's exciting
Yeah.
because now they know what to listen for, and everyone has good intentions, but they just aren't quite sure what to say. And so it's a great 1 hour free training. I mean, it's just wonderful, and I was just fortunate enough that they trained me in that, because that is an extensive thing to do, but it's great, and that's part of what I feel like is my contribution to the Suicide Coalition, because we just have so many people out there, like you said, that are touched in some way.
And you do that service for free for all businesses
Oh,
or
okay.
anyone in Crawford County. If they want to have that QPR training, get a hold of Katie at Health or the Adam Board will coordinate. We also have a program called Working Minds.
Okay.
That is geared towards the same thing. It's a little bit longer training though. The QPR is an hour where Working Minds is 2 hours.
Okay.
So we do have that available free for the businesses and agencies.
And just get a hold of the health department for that
Yes.
too? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like we said, like we can train anyone. It can be your church group. It could be a small business. I've done every gamut. I mean, I've gone
Yeah.
into some of our corporations and already have trained their staff. And I will go in. I've been at training at 5 in the morning. I've been at training till 8 at night. So
Yeah.
I will work around you because it's just so important.
I think it's important for anybody, any industry, any business or anything too, because you don't know exactly maybe what your employees are going through. So one of your associates
Right.
is going through, or their family members.
That's right.
Because like I said, it's with the money situation is now, and I think after the COVID situation after that, I mean all that stuff just kind of piled up, then it just kind of,
Yes.
it just was hard on everybody,
Yes.
I think, yeah.
It's, and like we have talked before, it's like that feeling of hopelessness.
Yes, uh-huh.
When you have that feeling of hopelessness, it's hard to get out of that. It's
Yeah.
hard to get help. And you know, it's, a lot of things can be mental health related as well. So, you know, it just, and like I said, we've all been touched in some way, so.
And we also offer Narcan training,
Okay.
naloxone
Oh, yeah.
training, so it's an opioid overdose reversal kit that you can have free of charge. The health department has a Project Dawn grant, so if anyone would like to have that training as well, it's no cost to you. A lot of people try to die by taking pills, so,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, it's good to have that training as well. So there's a lot of different things that we can provide for the community.
And that literally takes minutes. It doesn't
Yeah.
take long at all. And you can have, like I always encourage people, and they'll probably see me at the fair again today, is that put in your first aid kit. Just having your
Yeah.
first aid kit. It's just like knowing CPR. You know, you pray you never have to use it, but you're glad you know it when you do. So
Exactly, yeah. And Narcan's available for free from the health
Yes.
department too, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the money raised from the walk stays in Crawford County. We have had programs for years, and we're continuing to develop programs, but we have school-based programs as well. So
Okay.
Signs of Suicide is a program that our local community counseling and wellness and Marion Crawford Prevention goes into the schools. They train the kids and the teachers for suicide prevention, and that's an important program that's continuing in our community. And we are focusing on adults too, so we're trying to get, you know, all age groups for prevention there.
Now, for these classes, how do they get more information? How can you sign up for them, and what do people need to do?
Okay, so for QPR or for Narcan or the Working Minds, you can contact the health department, contact Katie Rayfeld. Her phone is 419-562-5871, extension 1212. Or you could contact the Atom Board, 419-562-7288, and we'd be happy to schedule something. If it's in the schools contact community counseling or Marion Crawford Prevention, or you could contact them. But they kind of work that out throughout the school year with the scheduling and everything, so.
And go ahead.
I was gonna say, and I've had Allison with me. She's taken the class. I mean, you could probably speak to the class best as a student.
The class was wonderful. Katie did an excellent job of explaining. And for someone who's not aware, or maybe just partially aware of things, it just brings so much knowledge to you, of little things to look for that you never thought of, or maybe things to say that before maybe you would think, oh, I shouldn't say anything, I shouldn't speak up, I shouldn't. Well, it's okay to do that because maybe that's what that person needs to open up that conversation. So it's well worth the time, and it could literally save somebody's life.
Oh, and there's also a new the new line, new suicide prevention line. Yeah, right. Yes.
Yes, we have 988 crisis line.
Yes.
That's new. It's a national hotline that you can call or text, and you are linked with a licensed counselor. So that's a wonderful resource that we are trying to get the word out about.
Especially the texting.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, that's technology today, and that's
Sure,
the way
yeah.
a lot of people like to communicate.
Sure, yeah.
And there's data out there now, I don't have it with me, but they're showing significant increase of people being able to do that to open up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, keep that in mind. And plus, let's face it, it's an easy number to remember.
Sure it is,
It's
yeah.
like when 911 came around.
Right.
911, you know, we had all those numbers to our, you know, fire department,
Yeah,
the
right.
sheriff's department, the police department,
Right,
you know.
right.
And now we go 911, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's bugs in it, and they're working them out. It's not perfect, but it is something that if somebody's in a crisis, you know, that's what we want to do is get them the help they can as quickly as possible.
Sure. Awesome. Okay. Again, when can you sign up for the walk?
You can sign up anytime, go to the Atom Board website, and we're gonna have these flyers posted, and
Okay.
hopefully on your event page, we'll
Yep.
get it all posted around town. You can go online and register if you prefer to pay that way, or you could send a check in to the Marion Crawford Prevention Programs, or just come the day of the walk with cash. But if you want a t-shirt, you gotta pre-register.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Like I said, we'll get that on our events page and get all
Okay.
the information out. I'm sure I'll leave information for Will to talk about on the morning show. So we'll get you guys a big crowd out there. How's this?
Okay.
Great, that'd be awesome.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks,
I really
Randy.
appreciate it. This podcast is being sponsored by First Federal Community Bank. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having
Thank
us.
you.